Hey everybody, Anthony here, FSU Off-Road. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're pulling the JK in, and well, it's time to get this Jeep disassembled and ready for our V8 swap. First things first, I'm just going to start tearing apart the drivetrain, all these front end components that we don't need because they're going to be in the way. And well, I want to make this as easy as possible because when we get a new motor, I just wanted to slide right in, not have to take anything else apart. So with that being said, I think we'll start with some of the exterior parts. Hood, front clip, bumper, get this stuff taken apart. Hopefully we don't have to take the fenders off. I guess we'll see. Then we'll climb underneath, start taking apart drive shafts, center case, all the skid plates and everything. And well, we'll see how bad this thing is being. Like I said, it's been sitting in a field for almost 3 years, and it's time to bring this thing back to life. It looks like we've done a whole lot, which I guess in the grand scheme of things, we kind of have. But in actuality, I mean, we really didn't even use that many tools to disassemble this to this point. We used a 13 millimeter, a 10. I used a 10 millimeter wrench to get behind here to take out that front bezel there. And if you guys don't have one, then you need to pick up this tool. This thing right here saves me so much time with these little plastic clips, these little guys right here. I mean, and it doesn't even break them. You can see how they all just pull out and allows you to reuse them. I think it was like $6, maybe even cheaper than that. It's well worth every penny. But next thing that we need to do to keep working our way back, obviously we're gonna have to get rid of the radiator and stuff like that. Before we get too far, I want to put these bolts back where they go. That way I don't lose them on the bezel there. And then disconnect the battery, and then we'll just start working our way to the drivetrain and get all this electrical stuff out of the way. This is all the wiring harness and lights and all that stuff. So we'll still have to use that in this engine swap. But there's going to be some stuff that we're not going to use. And to be honest with you, I have no idea which ones it are. As the radiator finishes draining there, I was just looking at the motor here, looking at all the wires and everything that we have to get rid of. We have to get rid of power steering lines down here, AC condenser lines down there, back here. We got a wiring harness on this side. Yeah, we got a lot to do. Took the battery out. I'll probably take this battery tray out, possibly. Making good progress. I mean, it's only been, you know, roughly an hour maybe. I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff, but making progress. Hopefully before too much longer we'll have an empty bay here. That'd be great. I'm not sure, but I think we've got everything disconnected. I'm just going to leave the wiring harness on it because I don't need it. But power steering's disconnected. Just letting it drip there. That's the O2 sensor, which is attached to the exhaust. And there's another one. These wires aren't attached. This is the wiring harness here on the back of the motor that goes to the coil packs and everything else. On this side, we've got all of our AC compressor lines and all that stuff disconnected. And this is the wire and harness that goes to the actual computer, which again, we don't need. And then I disconnected the grounds, which is over there. And I don't know if there's anything else left. I don't know. Which is pretty crazy because we really haven't spent that much time on this. So now I'm going to crawl underneath here and I guess start disconnecting the exhaust and drive shafts and just kind of working my way back. So, got the transmission bolts undone, the exhausts are undone, fuel lines are undone, the shift knob and all that's taken off up there. I think there's an actual bolt or a screw that holds in the actual lever up here that I'll need to take off when we lower this down. Remember, serving it correctly. Then we'll just have to get those motor mounts up there done. And I think we'll be able to push this motor forward and out, hopefully. All right, I think this is the moment of truth. We got the motor mounts loosened up. We got everything taken off here. We got all electrical on both sides done. Underneath, we got the exhaust on both sides taken care of. Interior here, I did have to come in here and disassemble down there. You can't see, unfortunately. Maybe I can get some light off. There you go. So we had to take that off. Now, crawl underneath the Jeep here. Everything's disassembled. It's literally just hanging on by the jack, the jack right there. So I think we're ready to start prying this thing up and out of here as best we can. All right, there we go. Nice, clean engine bay here. So hopefully we won't have to move a whole lot of this stuff. I know we'll be cutting these motor mount brackets out, probably moving some of the electrical wiring, obviously exhaust and stuff like that, to get it ready for the V8. But yeah, finally got it out. All right, well, aside from a couple things I didn't take off that I need to take off to get the motor out, it went really well. But I think that's going to conclude this video. We stripped the whole thing in probably about 4 to 5 hours. I had a little get together earlier as a what would you call that?
That's Nessa's birthday party.
I know, but
Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, anyways, Chuck E. Cheese. So I had a little break. But 4 to 5 hours, stripped the whole front end, motor out, and now the hunt is on for our V8 swap. But that's going to conclude this video. I hope you guys like what you saw. Make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell for the future videos on this build, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.